An eyeline match describes an edit which is motivated by the eye lines of the characters within the drama. Consider this scene from Back to the Future.
Einstein! Hey, Einstein, where's the dot, boy? Huh?
Here we see Marty McFly looking off screen. The subsequent shot shows us the object of his gaze, a truck standing in an empty lot. Marty moves closer with the camera tracking him, and then we see another set of eyeline matches. Marty looks ahead and we see the truck opening to reveal the DeLorean. A series of cuts between the truck and Marty's perspective dramatize this key moment of revelation as Marty lays his eyes on the time travel machine, the DeLorean, which will be a central part of his adventure in this film. Eyeline matches can serve a number of functions. Today I will discuss just a few of them. First of all, eyeline matches play a key role in the establishment of spatial relationships. Cutting according to an eyeline can send the message that objects are in the same space. For example, when Marty looks ahead and sees the truck, we assume that he and the truck are in the same space. It is only later that a wide shot reinforces the spatial relationships. Another important function of the eyeline match is to establish point of view. By cutting according to a character's gaze, the editor communicates to the viewer about whose perspective we are aligning with, literally whose eyes we are seeing the world through. This scene firmly establishes Marty's perspective as central. But there is a brief moment where we also see the world through the eyes of Einstein the dog. Note how the eyeline match briefly locates us in Einstein's perspective, and the shot of the truck is from a lower angle, aligning us with Einstein's lower line of sight. By letting the viewer see through a character's eyes, the eyeline match encourages identification. Seeing the world from a character's perspective helps us engage empathetically with them. In this scene, we are encouraged to identify with Marty McFly as the main character. The eyeline match is also important for conveying story. In particular, eyeline matches can tell us which objects are going to be important in the story, and, more particularly, eyeline matches set up relationships between key characters and objects in the narrative world. The filmmaker has gone to a great deal of trouble to show us Marty's anticipation and confusion as the DeLorean is revealed to him. In this way, the film is signaling the narrative importance of Marty's relationship to the DeLorean. Crucially, analyzing eyeline matches can help us understand a character's relationship to other people. I will explore this idea further in relation to a scene from Romeo and Juliet. One of the most popular uses of the eyeline match occurs in romantic films. Here, the matching of two lines of sight creates that thrilling sense of romantic recognition or love at first sight. What does this clever editing of Romeo and Juliet's meeting tell us about the relationship which is to follow? Watch this clip again and jot down some notes. Eyeline matches can also reveal a great deal about relations of power and dominance. In the previous clip, we saw the romantic encounter from two perspectives. The editing moved between both Romeo and Juliet's gaze. In the next clip from The Mask, the looking is more one-sided. We are encouraged to look with the men seated in the club. Note how, while Cameron Diaz is central in the frame and well lit, the editing does not follow her gaze. Rather, the viewer is encouraged to look at Cameron Diaz from the perspective of the men. Also note how editing and lighting are working together in this scene to create a one-way relationship of looking. While Cameron Diaz is beautifully lit and can be easily seen, the men who we look with are in the darkness and she cannot see them. Can you relate this back to your course readings? Specifically, Mulvey's work on gender and the male gaze. In this video, we have explored different functions of the eyeline match. The purpose of this exercise is to think about how attention to details like the eyeline match can help us to analyze a film and explore its meanings, explore things about the story, the characters, and their relations to each other. So take what we've explored today and see if you can apply it in your own work.